Stop everything because the rap world just erupted into total chaos. And 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre is the wildfire that's burning hotter than the sun. This isn't your ordinary feud, it's a full-blown, headline-shattering explosion that makes the Kardashians' family drama look like a calm afternoon tea. While fans scramble to process every cryptic tweet, leaked clip, and shady comment, BG drags Turk into the chaos, and Big U's family. They're caught smack in the middle of absolute cash money carnage. Social media went full meltdown mode the second whispers became viral leaks. Fans are comparing it to a blockbuster battle scene, Dre hurling lyrical grenades, 50 Cent firing back with verbal artillery, while BG and Turk spin the story into a chaotic reality show mashup. Tweets, memes, and reaction videos are multiplying faster than a mixtape in 2005. And no one is safe from this pandemonium. This isn't just a scandal, it's a cultural earthquake, shaking up legacies, friendships, and entire rap dynasties. Every clip is being replayed, every cryptic comment dissected like it contains secret codes, and every meme gold. If you thought rap beefs were old news, strap in, because this one is explosive, legendary, and impossible to click away from. The 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre explosion didn't happen overnight, it's the culmination of years of tension. Business rivalries and egos so inflated they make blimps look like party balloons. Sources say the first spark came from an insider leak, a snippet of Dre's team allegedly criticizing 50 Cent's business moves, combined with 50's trademark mic drop retaliation. Social media immediately erupted like a volcano, with fans and rappers alike picking sides, dissecting every syllable, and creating reaction videos faster than a Drake album drops. BG entering the fray by dragging Turk turned the situation into full-blown chaos. Their history with Cash Money is legendary, a mix of loyalty, betrayal, and drama that could fill a Netflix miniseries in itself. Fans began mapping out timelines, revisiting old tracks for hidden disses, and comparing lyrics like detectives in a high-stakes lyrical investigation. Twitter became a live courtroom, and every emoji or subtle jab was evidence. Big U's family getting caught in the middle added another layer of drama that makes Game of Thrones look tame. Allegedly, family members were involved in discussions over contracts, royalties, and legal disputes, turning private matters into viral public spectacle. Memes began flooding social media, portraying 50 Cent and Dre as rival generals, BG and Turk as rogue knights, and Big U's family as civilians caught in a rap war zone. Industry insiders were freaking out behind closed doors. Sponsorships, collaborations, and event appearances were being reconsidered, all while fans dissected the beef like a high-stakes thriller. Social media wasn't just observing, it was actively creating the narrative, blending fact, rumor, and over-the-top exaggeration into a cultural explosion no one could ignore. As clips leaked, every subtle gesture, comment, and historical reference became viral ammunition. 50 Cent's sarcastic tweets, Dre's cryptic Instagram posts, and BG's verbal jabs were replayed millions of times, dissected by commentators and fans alike. Memes didn't just comment, they recreated scenarios, turning the beef into a cinematic universe where every rap line was a weapon and every social post a grenade of controversy. The tension escalated further when past grievances were pulled back into the spotlight. Old interviews, archival footage, and behind-the-scenes stories resurfaced, making it feel as though the entire history of Cash Money was under a microscope. Fans were obsessed, influencers were monetizing theories, and the narrative evolved into a living, breathing spectacle. Every subtle interaction between these rap legends was reinterpreted as evidence of alliances, betrayals, or strategic moves, and social media users were eating it up like popcorn during a blockbuster premiere. By now, 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre had become more than a beef, it was a cultural event, with fans, celebrities, and insiders all vying for a piece of the action. The stage was set for chaos, controversy, and memes that would last longer than some rap careers. As the drama escalated, celebrity reactions poured in, turning the feud into full-blown pop culture spectacle. Social media became a battlefield. Influencers recreated every leaked clip, exaggerated subtle jabs, and combined them with cinematic effects that made the saga feel like a blockbuster thriller. One viral video depicted 50 Cent and Dr. Dre in a medieval duel. BG dragging Turk into the fray like a sidekick in a chaotic buddy comedy. And Big U's family trapped in the middle like hostages in a corporate war. Pop culture comparisons ran wild. Analysts compared the feud to a mix of Lord of the Rings battles, Game of Thrones betrayal, and Fast and Furious street wars. The absurdity didn't stop fans from making memes where 50 Cent threw stacks of cash like grenades. Dre wielded a microphone like a katana, and BG and Turk were cartoonish chaos agents, disrupting the battlefield at every turn. Social media wasn't just entertaining, it was creating digital mythology. The leaks revealed shocking details about contracts, royalties, and internal disputes. Fans went full detective mode, mapping connections, decoding cryptic messages, and theorizing about who would fall and who would rise. Every tweet and post from these artists was scrutinized as if it were official evidence in a trial of hip-hop supremacy. Reaction videos exploded, with narrators adding suspenseful music, cinematic edits, and over-the-top commentary that made the saga feel like a true cinematic epic. The public outrage was instant and fierce. Hardcore fans clashed in comment sections, Twitter threads, and live streams. Some defended 50 Cent's aggressive strategy, praising his micromanagement of chaos, while others celebrated Dre's cryptic genius and ability to stay calm under fire. BG and Turk's involvement added unpredictability. Fans speculated about old loyalties, hidden grudges, and possible alliances that could reshape the balance of power in the Cash Money empire. Memes multiplied like wildfire. Natalie Nunn, sorry. Wrong scandal, but you get the idea. 50 Cent and Dre were photoshopped as superheroes and villains, wielding cash stacks, microphones, and cartoonish weapons, while BG and Turk became chaos agents, disrupting every scene. TikToks and Instagram stories dramatized the feud with slow-motion fights, suspenseful music, and reenactments that made the saga feel like a live-action blockbuster. The scandal even sparked global commentary. International fans, hip-hop historians, and YouTube commentators debated endlessly, comparing strategies, dissecting subliminal lyrics, and analyzing old tracks for hidden messages. Every subtle reference was theorized as a masterstroke in a rap chess game. Meanwhile, industry professionals scrambled. Event organizers, producers, and brands started reconsidering collaborations, wary of getting dragged into the chaos. Sponsorships were delayed, partnerships paused, and backstage whispers hinted at possible fallout across multiple music networks. Social media, of course, amplified everything, creating a self-sustaining viral storm. By this point, every interaction, meme, and leak had become part of the narrative. Fans rewatched old interviews to spot subliminals, influencers capitalized on trending hashtags, and the drama snowballed into an unstoppable cultural event. The story was no longer just about 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre, it was about the entire ecosystem of Cash Money, BG, Turk, Big U's family, and the massive ripple effects their feud was causing across music and social media. The chaos didn't just entertain, it shaped reputations. 50 Cent's reputation as a master manipulator and strategic powerhouse was reinforced. Dre's legacy as a calm, calculating legend was challenged yet admired. BG and Turk were now wild cards, unpredictable in every move, while Big U's family became symbolic casualties of a war no one asked for but everyone was glued to. Social media users weren't just observers, they were participants. Theorists, meme creators, and analysts all rolled into one. Every clip inspired new content, every post sparked debates, and every meme turned into viral storytelling. Fans began sharing fan theories as if they were court cases, breaking down moves in ways that rivaled professional analysts. By the end of these first two phases, the saga had fully transformed into a multi-layered, cinematic, and viral masterpiece. 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre wasn't just a feud, it was an ecosystem of chaos, influence, and storytelling that captivated millions. Every fan, influencer, and casual observer was now part of the ongoing narrative, creating a feedback loop that guaranteed the story would continue to explode. The feud was now legendary. Every meme, every clip, every reaction video added fuel to a fire that was unstoppable, unpredictable, and utterly mesmerizing. And while the first waves of chaos were settling, everyone knew one thing: the story wasn't over. When the smoke cleared, or at least pretended to, the industry was left staring at the wreckage. The 50 Cent versus Dr. Dre beef wasn't just another celebrity spat. It had mutated into a career-altering earthquake. Major record executives were pacing their offices like stockbrokers after a market crash, trying to figure out which side of hip-hop history they wanted to stand on. Dr. Dre's team scrambled to control the narrative, dropping subtle PR statements that sounded more like corporate peace treaties than actual explanations. "There's no beef, just business differences," they claimed, while 50 Cent posted cryptic memes that looked like movie trailers for revenge. The contrast was cinematic. Dre was the silent storm. 50 was the hurricane with Wi-Fi access. Meanwhile, fans refused to let the feud die. Comment sections turned into digital battlegrounds, each thread its own mini-war. Some fans argued Dre built the empire that allowed 50 to rise. Others claimed 50 made the empire unforgettable. And while the internet debated like unpaid analysts, BG and Turk were still out here pouring gas on the fire, reposting old photos, teasing lyrics, and keeping their names smack dab in the middle of the chaos. Big U's family didn't escape unscathed either. Overnight, their names became hashtags. People who had no idea who they were suddenly became experts, dissecting years of family dynamics like investigative journalists. Rumors swirled about internal conflicts, financial disputes, and behind-the-scenes drama that no one could prove but everyone wanted to believe. It was soap opera meets street legend, with a sprinkle of social media insanity. As usual, the memes did more damage than the truth ever could. Viral clips painted 50 Cent as a puppet master, Dre as a mad scientist, and BG as the chaos conductor who refused to leave the stage. TikTok turned the feud into skits, dramatizations, and remixes that had millions laughing, gasping, and arguing all at once. The digital generation wasn't just watching history, it was remixing it for clout. Then came the industry backlash. Brand deals were quietly paused. Event organizers started red flagging names associated with the drama. Suddenly, appearing too close to any of these artists was a potential PR hazard. Yet, ironically, the controversy also skyrocketed streaming numbers. Every old track got resurrected on playlists. Every interview, every song lyric, every subliminal bar became content gold. Fans dove headfirst into lyrical archaeology, breaking down bars from Get Rich or Die Tryin', Chronic 2001, and Cash Money classics for hidden meanings. Every reference suddenly had double significance. Some fans even went full conspiracy mode, suggesting the whole feud was a strategic marketing ploy, orchestrated to dominate headlines and bury other major releases. Because in today's industry, drama sells harder than albums ever did. Still, not everyone was laughing. Some veteran rappers called out the new generation's obsession with chaos. One Og posted, "Back in my day, we handled beef with bars, not blogs. But no one listened. The algorithm rewards outrage, not wisdom." The more chaotic it got, the more views, likes, and retweets it generated. It was the perfect storm of ego, nostalgia, and meme culture colliding. Meanwhile, Dre retreated into calculated silence, which only fueled more theories. 50, being 50, capitalized on it with savage humor, turning every headline into marketing ammunition. He trolled, teased, and laughed his way through the storm, posting cryptic captions like "Don't call it beef, call it business." Fans went wild, calling him the CEO of chaos and the Elon Musk of rap wars. And while the rap world was losing its collective mind, BG and Turk's messy fallout brought an entirely different level of drama. Turk clapped back in interviews, calling BG disloyal. BG responded with bars sharp enough to cut glass. What started as an argument about Cash Money legacy spiraled into a lyrical shootout. Blogs labeled it cash money carnage, and they weren't exaggerating. Big U's family, caught in the blast radius, became unwilling symbols of collateral damage, a reminder that in hip-hop's Game of Thrones, even bystanders can get burned. Rumors of lawsuits, NDAs, and private meetings spread faster than wildfire. The story refused to die down. Each attempt to clarify only reignited interest. By the end of the week, this saga wasn't just dominating rap media, it had spilled into mainstream outlets, late-night shows, and even talk radio. Commentators who couldn't name a single Cash Money record suddenly had insider opinions. Everyone wanted a slice of the drama. It wasn't just music news. It was culture-shifting chaos. And here's the crazy part. The whole feud blurred the line between real and performative. Was this genuine anger or next-level marketing genius? Was Dre truly furious? Or was he quietly orchestrating the biggest comeback PR stunt ever? No one knew, and that mystery kept people hooked. One insider summed it up perfectly. It's like watching the Avengers if every hero wanted to sue each other instead of saving the world. And that's exactly what it felt like, a blockbuster beef where everyone played their part flawlessly. The internet doesn't move on. It mutates. This feud will live forever in memes, remixes, documentaries, and what really happened retrospectives. And even when the dust settles, the echoes of this Cash Money carnage will haunt the culture, because legends may feud, but the internet never forgets. And that's just this week's chaos. If you made it this far, you're officially part of the few survivors who witnessed hip-hop's equivalent of a nuclear detonation with a beat drop. So here's what you need to do next. Smash that like button like it owes you royalty checks. Drop a comment telling us which side you're on, Team 50's Chaos Crew or Dre's Silent Empire, and make sure you subscribe, because this saga isn't slowing down anytime soon. Around here, drama doesn't take weekends off. The next leak could drop tonight. The next diss could surface mid-interview. And you already know we'll be here to break it down with more sarcasm, more receipts, and more savage comparisons than anyone else on the internet. And don't just scroll away pretending you're done, you know you're coming back for more. This story's still unfolding. And if there's one thing we've learned from the rap gods, it's that peace treaties are just the calm before the next lyrical hurricane. So buckle up, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications like your favorite rapper just dropped a diss track about your ex. Because in this world, legends don't retire, they reload. And remember, in hip-hop, loyalty is temporary, but receipts are forever.